Good morning. Welcome back to Butte Mountain Homestead. I'm starting out in our spare bedroom where I have one of the seed starting stations because it's warmer in here. But here's some update on the sweet potatoes. I put these in there, what did I say, February 6th. Don't mind this, it's to deter the cat from getting in here thinking it's a cat box. But look, we have growth finally. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then there's little guys, whoops, right here on the end of this one too. Oops, problems. So, if all goes well, in about a month, these will be big enough that I can get them rooted and then get them planted on time. The ones in the window, because these were sown, or these I did a month later instead of, I was going to just take them back, but I thought I'll just try both methods. So this was a month later, and I've got little tiny growth on this one. Nothing on this one, and I think that's wanting to do something. So since these are about a month apart, I might be able to succession sow sweet potatoes, so I'm excited about that. And then when they say always label your seeds, just label your seedlings because you're not going to remember. You're not. So I sowed these a couple weeks ago, about a week or so ago. I ran out of vermiculite, so there's a little bit of algae on there, but I have no idea. And I didn't videotape it, so I have nothing to look back on. So yeah, I have no idea if this is a vegetable or fruit, like tomatoes, but vegetable for the vegetable garden or flowers for the flowers garden. So luckily I have a potager style garden, so everything can be intermixed. But my veggie space in the potager is very limited. So I do not want to put anything on that side, which I wasn't going to anyways because all the boxes are called for or claimed. So I have no idea. No idea. So, and then there's a Rudbeckia in here with the columbine. And let's see, peppers. That's from a little bit of drying out. That's from missing the watering by, oh, this one's gone. That's a goner. That's okay. I'll just pull it out. But that's bell peppers from seed. So from not a store packet seed, like from, it wasn't our bell peppers, but a friend of mine had given me some bell peppers, so I saved seeds from them. So but I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants. So I'm going to hopefully get these up potted because they have a set of true leaves now. And then the ones, I don't know if that one's going to make it, but we'll see. It was flopped over last night. And then these Rudbeckia, only 2 took. And I sowed snapdragons on top and nothing's came up. So I think it got too dry. Snapdragons want surface. So I'm going to go outside and show you a project I'm going to work on today. I'm not sure when. We have to go to Home Depot to get a few things, and I have to do one other errand. So I'll take you outside and show you what I'm going to work on. Here's a hint of what I'm working on. This is also the reason why this greenhouse needs to get done sooner than later. I have seedlings everywhere. Everywhere. 2 of my calendula ended up dampening off at the root and too much water, so they died. But my chard was looking a little sketchy, but it's coming back. And then I don't remember what was there, but that's also didn't germinate, so I need to get that pulled. I need to get the algae off of, those are celery seedlings, so they're coming back. So I'm going to be able to succession sow celery. So that's good news. Tomato seedlings are doing awesome. The peppers, that little larkspur I didn't think was going to make it, but those are some flowers. Just some different things going on. Everything's looking really good. So let me take you out to the compost bin. Real quick as I'm walking by the potatoes, we've got, they're Whoa, right there. Popping up. Remember, that's from whole potatoes. Whole potatoes. I think that is morning glory. Those are potatoes. Ooh, they got a little frost. Uh-oh. Well, I think they'll be all right. But yeah, we got them popping up. Oh, and something ate. Oh no, that's from the frost. I think they'll be all right. Because these were whole potatoes. So there's lots of eyes on them. But, yeah, see. I think they'll be okay. We're looking at 40s and 50s. Looks like from here on out. So I think we'll be okay. Okay, and this is where that red bed tree is going to go. Is right there. So I am going to work on that today too. All of this deadness in the soil is going to get tossed. I'm not going to use any of it. So I'm going to put in the rest of that dirt that's up front. So yeah, that's where the red bed's going to go. Okay, here's the compost bin. Now it has collapsed because it was up to here. Well, it was up to here. Now, see how this goes around. So it has collapsed. It's been so neglected. And there's no activity. So what I'm going to do is, oh, this wind is coming from the south and whew, it's cold. But I'm going to get it turned and put over here and intermix it with whatever the instructions on that compost starter are, and I need to clean out the chicken coop. So I'm going to do a bunch of layering. It'll end up probably filling it up to here. So that'll be it's on the plan. I don't know. It'll be on the plan for this afternoon when I get home and after lunch. Jean's out checking on the cows right now, so. But yeah, there might be some good stuff down there. Because it's, say what, about 2 feet. So I think there might be some good stuff down there. If I see worms, I'm going to be a happy gal. So right now, I'm going to get out of this cold. This is really cold. So hang tight. And did you know that those darn birds ate every single seedling on the radishes and beets that was planted down this whole center? They're all gone. There's nothing. So I'm going to have to, I guess I'm going to have to just start wrapping the beds when I plant them. But the red onions are doing awesome. The winds kind of broke off some of the tops, but yeah, they're starting to form up really nice down there. Really nice. But I need these beds now. I kind of goofed. But I think we'll be okay. Because it's still so cool. I wouldn't be able to plant out tomatoes and peppers now anyways. I was like planting my tomatoes at the beginning of April, but there's no way. I think it's like 45 right now. So the weather's forcing me to wait anyways, which is fine because none of these are ready to come out. These are where my tomatoes are going this year. Yeah. And I have to, because these are heavy feeders, I've been fertilizing them this year, which usually I don't, but I have been fertilizing them this year. But I need to really amend these beds before I stick tomatoes in there. So, and then the other garden will be I'm going to work on that this spring. The big one that's out there. But I know for sure I'm not using this bed this winter. So I'm going to cover crop that one. And I'm going to do double the broccoli and double the cauliflower and kale. So I'm not sure what they're going to take up this year. But yeah, the garlic, I don't have any plans for this right away anyways. So it's still got a ways to go. But there's some pretty good looking stalks in there. So I think the garlic bulbs will turn out okay. Next year I'm going to do probably this whole bed of garlic. because that won't even last us 6 months. We go through a lot of garlic. I cook it with almost every meal. Same with onions. So, yeah, this whole bed will be garlic. I did garlic over there last year. That's why I had that volunteer. But they just didn't get very big, and I think because it didn't get very much sun. So, yeah, this gets plenty of sun. So this whole bed will be garlic. I'll do the carrots in another whole bed. I'll just have a lot more options once there's beds built out in the east side garden. Looks like something broke here. I think critters have been sneaking in and stealing my green bean seeds because there's little holes everywhere. So it's not the birds, it's the darn critters. So if I get green beans, I don't know, I'll be surprised. This isn't deterring the mice, that's for sure. But it's deterring the birds, I think. Because there's no seedlings yet. Hopefully I don't have to resow them. But, okay, it is. Whew, it is chipper out here. Oh, and the basil. Yep, zapped the basil. So I think I'll be able to start some basil seeds. I think I'll have time for that. So I'm going to do that. And yeah, here's the sage and thyme and the chives and chamomile. Yeah, we're even getting a little, it's wanting to flower. But yeah, there's chamomile volunteers. That's all chamomile. There's chamomile down there. So I'm going to have plenty of chamomile. I am going to do a lot of harvesting this year on the mint and the lemon balm. I already have chamomile, but I'm going to do a lot more because I did drink a lot this winter. So, anyways, all right, I'm going to get out of this cold, and I will show you later on, hopefully when the wind dies down. I might just do it anyways, but with a warmer coat on. Once you start shoveling stuff, you kind of warm up. So I'm tired of the wind deterring me, and it's only supposed to be 10 to 15. So if it was 40, nope. But 10 to 15 I can handle. So anyways, I will be back this afternoon to show you stuff I'm working on. Okay, I'm going to attempt, I'm working out here at the compost bin. Not sure how much of my voice you'll be able to hear, but if it doesn't turn out, I'll try to do a voiceover. But so basically you add in your first layer, and then you do a cup of starter. You cover it, cup of starter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit more here. Actually, I'm going to add some chicken coop. I'm going to do it by the 5-gallon bucket at a time. I'm not going to fight this wind in the wheelbarrow. So I'm just going to do it 5-gallon buckets at a time, which will be fine. I'll do that as a layer. So I'm going to put down a layer of chicken coop, a layer of this compost starter. It's 1 cup per 4x4 layer, so 16 square feet. I'm going to moisten it, and then I'll just keep doing it until this whole bed is transferred over. So I will try to show you as I'm going. Okay, I've gotten 2 layers in, and look what that is down there. That is dark gold. I think that's going to be some good stuff down there. And that's from only being turned from the old pile into this one. So I'm hoping that's going to be some good stuff. So what I do is I do a layer of this, then the chicken coop stuff, and then a cup of that compost starter. And then I put 2 gallons of water, kind of push it down, and then just keep going. This is pretty wet on top from all the rains because I didn't cover it, but there's some dry spots too. So let's see what we're getting into. Okay, change of plans. All I'm doing is going to just turn this into there. I'm not going to do a ton of layers. This is pretty wet, and it is breaking down really good. So what I'll do is I'll top it with a layer of the chicken coop mess, and then water it in. Like I said, this is pretty wet, so about every 2 or 3 layers I've been putting a cup of that stuff on there just because, like I said, it's breaking down pretty good. So now I wish I had some more sticks, some sorts, but there's plenty in there. So I'll just leave those. I think that'll be all right. So I'm gonna get after it, and I put the front on it because I'm needing that front space, and I was trying to keep it from falling out. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I ended up propping it up. Not sure why it wasn't fitting on there, but now it's a little taller, so that'll be all right. Okay, I'm at the bottom. It's looking good. I think what I'm going to do is, I see a lot of bugs in there, so I'm going to go grab a chicken or two and trap them in there for a couple hours while I'm doing some stuff out here, because there's some good bugs in there, and they can scooch a lot of that and break it up. Should put one in there, but I'm putting that compost starter in there, so I don't want them eating that right now. So I'm going to cover that with some chicken coop bedding and a cup of that starter and some water, and then I'm going to stick the thermometer in there, and we'll see what the starting point is and see how long it takes us to start cooking. Okay, we're at about 52 degrees. So it is kind of windy and cool right now, so it's supposed to get in the 70s over the weekend, but we'll see just by next couple hours, see what this starts doing. So I'm going to put the other door on, and then I'm going to go grab a chicken, and then figure out how to cover up this top so a chicken can't get out, and then let them kind of do their thing for a couple hours, and then go put them back. And then when the chickens are done in here, I'll probably just put one in there. She won't be lonely, she'll be too busy. But then I'll put a layer of chicken coop bedding in there, some compost starter watered in, and then start again. And we'll see. I kind of just want to leave it for right now and just keep turning it. Maybe every couple weeks or so. Keep turning it. Just maybe we'll, because that's looking pretty good. It's doing something. So let me go get a chicken and get her set up. Okay, she didn't want to be caught, but I think she's getting with the program. There she goes. She hasn't been laying any eggs, so we need to block this little side over here, but I think she'll be just fine. I think once she figures out there's bugs in there, she'll be... We'll see. I'm going to go get something to cover that other side real quick. Okay, I went ahead and dug the hole for that red bud. Probably not the best day to plant it, but there's going to be a big time regardless, so there's a stake there. So I'm going to put some plant tone in there, and then I brought some of that dirt that I'm going to mix with some of the native, about 50-50, and that's what was out of that hole, the bottom half anyways. And then I'll get watered in. I might do a little weed control over here, or just knock down some of that tall grass that's there. I went and checked on the chicken, and she's been scooching away. She just stopped scooching when I come up to her, so. And because she was so fun to catch in the coop, I didn't realize how fun she was going to catch when I need to get her out of there. So I might not open up both sides. I might open only one side and just get in there with her, and then think of something else to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of this plant tone in there. Let's see. Do this one-handed. Just get some of that sprinkled in there. Don't want to lose that. It's almost gone, so put that right there. That's a splinter. Alright. And then I can't do this one-handed, so I'll show you when I take it out. Okay, it's been a most of the day. My phone died, and it's because I leave it going to where I can just hit play again, so it just drains the battery. When trying to take that chicken out, holy smokes, that was a fiasco that I won't do again. So she's alive. She's back with the girls, but that was not very fun. And I didn't get to come out here and see what this was like in the sun. It's below 50 right now, but we'll see what it's like over the next few days. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because I need to get this uploaded. I'm late, but like I said, we started a project that is a big project for us, and I'll just give you, there's a little bit of a sneak peek. I'm not going to show much because I want to do a time-lapse video at the end when it's all done. And yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. So now that we've got it started, and because our wind gusts were 25 miles an hour at least, I'm glad we braced those posts, because that would have been not very fun to come out and dig out a lot of concrete and post. So, like I said, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Hopefully tomorrow's, it's supposed to be windy. Tomorrow for sure. Tomorrow evening, not so much. So I'll probably come out tomorrow evening and get some stuff done. So always, as always, please remember to always be kind and do what makes you happy. Thank you for being patient on this video. You won't know much as far as time goes, but first of all, it being late, and then just over the course of a few days to get it done. So, but that's, right now, that's just how it had to go. I do apologize for it, but I hope you guys will come back for future videos. And if you haven't caught up to speed on all the other videos, I hope you give them a look, and subscribe and share and tell your friends. I mean, it's, as we all know, it's not much, and it's fine for right now, and I'm having fun, but maybe somebody will get inspired to try something. That's my whole goal, and not to be afraid to try, because I've been showing failures and the weeds, the wind, goodness sakes, drought. Well, that was last year, but anyways, I've been showing it all, and I'm not afraid to show it all. So even on my messy hair bun days and sweats. But anyways, thanks guys for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys next week.